here we are. Everything used to be easy for us. But with the pandemic that we're experiencing right now, how are we acting up? Before the pandemic, there is already an existing problem on how we handle our waste. It's pretty simple, by the way. Our waste should be segregated into 4 categories: biodegradable, residuals, recyclable, and hazardous waste. But how come our waste end up on the rivers? How do we deal with our waste? Especially now that there's a variety of new garbage that we have to deal with, such as face masks, face shield, PPE, medical workers, plastic cups, plastic bags, and wrapping materials, fast food wrappers, plastic bottles, plastic bags, and other wrapping materials. Are you one of the irresponsible people? Or are you a responsible person who know how to properly segregate their waste? By doing this, you can save energy, reduce air and water pollution, reduce greenhouse gases, conserve natural resources. We can reduce the problem of waste disposal by these methods by minimizing and using disposable items and promoting the use of recyclable materials, separating biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste before dumping them. Recycling the non-biodegradable waste material. As a matter of fact, the Republic Act 9003 says that everyone should ensure the proper segregation of their waste, and it is prohibited to throw and illegally dump wastes on roads, sidewalks, canals, esteros, parks, and most especially rivers. When someone gets caught, he or she may be fined an amount of 300 pesos to 1,000 pesos, or he may be required to do community service lasting to 1 to 15 days. Are you one of the responsible people out there ruins our environment, or are you one of a champion in our society who contributes to the betterment of our environment? So which one are you?
What is improper waste disposal? Improper waste disposal is a disposal of waste in a way that negative consequence for the environment. Examples include littering, hazardous waste that is dumped into the ground, and not recycled items that should be recycled. Causes of improper waste disposal. Ignorance of people about the proper waste disposal. Laziness can cause garbage disposal because of people not following the correct rules of proper waste disposal. They always throw it what place they want, and they have no care what will be the effect of it. Greed can cause improper garbage disposal, for example, burning tiles of wheel and plastic instead of keeping it, or trade the excess automobile cars tires to minimize on it. Proper waste disposal can be done by applying the 3R: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reducing means lessening the amount of trash garbage produced. Refusing refers to the using materials more than the once in a while. Recycling means creating a new material or product of trash or garbage.
Waste causes pollution on land, water, and air. Proper management of waste is important to reduce pollution. Wastes are of these types: solid waste, liquid waste, and gaseous waste. These 3 types of waste should be managed separately and carefully so that it does not harm our environment. The amount of waste increased due to the high population. More the people, more waste.
What are the 3R advocacy, or the so-called reduce, reuse, recycle advocacy? Reduce. Reducing your waste means that there would be less waste to manage. However, reducing waste is easier said than done. How can we reduce waste? The easiest thing to do to reduce waste is to stop the use of single-use plastics. If you're going shopping, take a reusable shopping bag with you. Reuse. A good percentage of the waste that ends up in a landfills can be reused waste, such as unwanted clothes, toys, old jars, or old magazines. Recycle. We have been taught how to recycle ever since we were in grade school, yet most of us have forgotten how to do it due to loss of creativity as we age. Paper, cardboard, glass, tin, aluminum, and plastic containers can be recycled to produce another product. At the same time, organic waste can be recycled to make worm farms or compost.
Improper waste disposal. Nowadays, we are suffering environmental dilemmas such as global warming and flash floods. And one of the reasons or causes of this problem is the misbehavior of the people towards waste management. Some people are reckless in throwing their garbage. They don't think of the possible result of their actions on the environmental as well on health. Waste disposal can be defined as any method used to discard unwanted substance or materials. And disposal activities engendered severe environmental problems on allocation. Improper waste disposal is disposal of waste in a way that has negative consequences for the environment. Example include littering, hazardous waste that is dumped into the ground, and not recycling items that should be recycled. Ignorance. Ignorance of people about proper waste disposal. People are unaware of consequences about of their unwise acts. Laziness can cause improper garbage disposal because people not following the correct rules of proper waste disposal. They always throw it what place they want, and they have no care about the environment and will be the effect of it. Greed can cause improper garbage disposal, for an example burning of tires of wheel and plastic instead of keeping of trade or recycling it, and the excess automobile car tires to maximize on it. The effects of improper waste disposal is effects in our health like lung disease, heart problems, skin irritation problem or abnormality in breathing and more. And also it has a big effect in our environment and to our climate change. As some was decomposed, it released greenhouse gases into the atmosphere.
Effect of improper waste, soil, water, and air pollution can all be result of improper waste disposal and occurs when either of them becomes contaminated with hazardous material. Not only does this contribute to the creation of greenhouse gas effect, but also causes significant harm to marine and wildlife. Best solution is recycling of the solid waste process of converting waste into some new or usable product, thereby preventing waste disposal.